The clock was ticking past midnight in Washington, but inside the Situation Room, no one dared to move. Barack Obama leaned forward in his chair, eyes fixed on the grainy live feed. Thousands of miles away, Navy SEALs were breaking into a mysterious compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. For 10 long years, America had searched for the man who brought death and sorrow on September 11th. Tonight, it was all coming down to this one moment. The silence in the room was suffocating. Every heartbeat felt louder than the whispers of the radios. Obama's jaw tightened as he watched the operation unfold. He had been told the intelligence wasn't certain, only a 60% chance that bin Laden was actually inside. Still, he had made the call. The risk was his alone, and the world was about to judge him for it. Suddenly, a voice cracked through the speakers. Contact had been made. Shots fired. The SEALs were inside. Seconds dragged on like hours. No one in the room breathed. Then, finally, the words came, the words that would change history forever. For God and country, Geronimo EKIA. Enemy killed in action. Osama bin Laden was dead. A weight lifted, but no one cheered. Obama sat back, his face unreadable, his thoughts racing through the faces of families shattered by September 11th. Mothers who had buried sons, fathers who never came home, children who had grown up with only pictures of parents they barely remembered. This wasn't victory. This was justice delayed but delivered. When Obama stepped before the cameras just after midnight, the nation held its breath. His voice was steady, almost solemn. He spoke not as a politician, but as a leader carrying the grief of a nation. Justice has been done, he said. And those 4 words echoed across America. Crowds gathered outside the White House, in New York near Ground Zero, in cities from coast to coast. Flags waved, tears streamed, strangers hugged strangers. For one night, the wounds of September 11th felt just a little less raw. America was not celebrating death, it was reclaiming hope. Yet deep down, Obama knew the story wasn't simple. This one act couldn't erase the pain of the past. It couldn't bring back the fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters who never came home. But it did something else that gave America closure. A reminder that no matter how long the fight, justice finds its way. That night would define Barack Obama's presidency. It wasn't about politics, it wasn't about power. It was about resolve, the kind that takes courage to act when failure could mean disaster. And in that decision, he carried the weight of millions. Years later, when people look back on Obama's time in office, this night will always shine. Not for the end of one man, but for the strength of a leader who gave a grieving nation what it had long waited for, the moment when darkness finally gave way to light.
Whose inspiring story of politician would you like to hear next? Tell us in the comments below.